Hey guys, what's up? Scottish Duck here once again, and I'm here with another review slash thoughts on, and today we're doing BloodRayne Betrayal, which you can download on PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360, blah blah blah. Yeah, this game is published by Majesco and developed by WayForward, which are one of my favourite developers and was one of the whole reasons I decided to check this game out in the first place. Now, BloodRayne's never been a franchise that I've really played, to be honest. I've never played a BloodRayne game, and looking at it from afar, it looks a bit tasteless. Okay, I'm not trying to insult it or anything, but obviously, you've the main character. She looks really, she looks like sort of like they push her the same way they do Lara Croft, but she doesn't really have the sort of a substance that Lara has. Also, the games are kind of met with average reception. And there was also that film that nobody liked, apparently. Again, never seen that, but anyway. With that in mind, let's go on to the actual game. Now, this is WayForward's first HD game, I believe. And, in terms of like 2D art, WayForward are second to none. They pump out really quality stuff. And the transition into HD has been pretty much flawless. The game just looks really atmospheric and really beautiful, that sort of nighttime graveyard feel, and then you go inside a castle. There's not too much visual variety, but it still looks all crisp and really entertaining to look at. Rain herself, looks good. She doesn't look as tasteless as I've sort of seen her over the years, She's obviously got sort of a more anime style to her, and I think they pulled it off really, really well. I'm pretty sure sort of fans of the series might not like it that way, but as a newcomer, I can definitely say it's a plus. In terms of gameplay, I think actually it's a good sort of cross between old school Castlevania and Muramasa Demon Blade, for any of you that played that. Okay. In terms of structure, it's more like Castlevania. You go inside a castle, of course, you make it from point A to point B, hacking up enemies, doing like typical platforming, and collecting, optional collectibles, of course. The collectibles in this game, there isn't that many. All there is really is skulls, and if you collect 5 of them throughout the levels, you can get the option to give yourself more health or more ammo. And it's a really good, so there's a lot of incentive to go collecting them, and you can go back to previous levels if you missed any, and get yourself some more health, more ammo, all that good stuff. The game isn't necessarily cheap. A lot of games have been saying that it's really, a lot of reviewers, have been saying that the game is really difficult. I wouldn't say it that much. Near the end, it's definitely, gets you on the edge of your seat sort of thing, and there are a couple of chapters that are a bit cheap. Chapter 13. And, but overall, I kind of breezed through it, not bad. It wasn't easy, of course, it was sort of like just perfect difficulty, if you ask me, certainly worth playing for. Before I forget to mention, actually, the game also reminded me of Muramasa, the Demon Blade, for the Wii. It reminded me of that in the sense that the combat was, it was complicated enough. It was complicated enough to be sort of a key element of the game, unlike, Castlevania games where you've just got the one attack button and maybe a secondary item switch button, but it was also sort of lacking in depth enough that it was kind of, you felt like it should have been a bit more complicated. It's not bad at all, I swear to God, and they do get pretty inventive with it in relation to the environment. There's parts where you have to go platforming on enemies by doing your sort of downward attack, and there's times where you have to get exploding enemies. You just have to sort of uppercut them and push them into walls to break objects and that, so they do mix things up a little bit. So it's not really a huge complaint, it's barely even a complaint at all, really. The combat is really slick and violent, and yeah. And I should also mention that the only way to regain health in this game is to actually suck the blood of your enemies, because Rain's a vampire, if you hadn't guessed that already. And yeah, overall combat is really slick and well balanced. The game itself is amongst the more expensive games on a, and what I mean by that, it's 1,200 Microsoft points as opposed to 800 Microsoft points, but the content is definitely there. You know, there's 15 levels, each will take you about 15 to 20 minutes to beat, depending on how good you are. And there's a lot of reason to go back, of course. So, overall, lads, I would highly recommend this game. You know, I really enjoyed it. I don't really have an incentive to go out and play the other BloodRayne games because I'm willing to bet that they are nothing like this one. So, if you're a newcomer to the series, you know, I would certainly recommend checking it out. You know, you can just download the trial, of course. And it was one of those weird cases where you have to download the trial, then when you go to buy the full game, it was like a file that wasn't even a megabyte big. It was just like this unlock thing. I don't know why, I've always found that kind of weird, but regardless, that's nothing to do with the game. BloodRayne Betrayal was friggin' awesome. Well done, WayForward, for making another awesome 2D game, and yeah, that's pretty much it. See you after, guys. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.